another name to go alongside the Romario Shepherd and the King and these guys is Odean Smith. Over the years, West Indies, we have struggled to produce fast, genuine fast bowlers in both T20 cricket, ODI cricket, and Test cricket. But let's not speak so much on Test cricket. So my question to you, Davian, is what is happening with Odean Smith?
All right. Oh, so
Oh,
my
by the
thing
way,
with
on screen, this is just the last time we saw Odean Smith was a T20 series against India that we won, and we highlight the two players we're gonna discuss now: Odean Smith, Obed McCoy. So,
all
your
right.
thoughts? What's going on with Odean Smith?
I think with Odean Smith, bowling, he lacks control. He gives away a lot of boundary deliveries. So bowling fast and with pace is good, but you have to have direction. We also seen where he was bought by Punjab Kings. He lost them couple games with his lack of control. And also when he has a plan, you see he has this inability to adjust on the go. So I think Odean Smith, once he works on getting the control and learning to be flexible with the plans he has, he will make a great comeback. With his batting as well, as you know he can bat. I think with his batting it's really a hit or miss. A lot of times he face 10 deliveries, he hits boundaries for 3, 4, and the rest of the deliveries is basically dots. So he was batting need to work on can against quality bowlers, you won't always get 4 and 6. You have to ensure that you rotate strike ones and twos. So I think he needs a change in mindset to be an effective bowling all-rounder for West Indies and also in other franchise teams.
All right. Definitely agreed. So, Ricardo, over to you. So, we heard Davion mention about Odean Smith's inability to basically perform consistently. Difficult for him to bowl similar lines and lengths. Difficult for him to execute plans. Yes, he's quick, but he's basically all over the place. The numbers show it as well. As Davion said, he bowls a lot of um, boundary deliveries, a lot of lollipops, as we would say in the Caribbean, right? So economy for Odean Smith basically tens, elevens. So Ricardo, what do you think we should do with Odean Smith? We know we need his express pace. We've seen the development of Romario Shepherd. They play a lot of cricket together. Odean Smith should have possibly been where Romario Shepherd is now in terms of development. So, Ricardo, what do you think we need to do now to get Odean Smith back on track?
Uh, the question I would ask is if if Odean cannot go for less than 10 runs per over, do we really need him? That would be my question. Because if you look at it, top quality batsmen around the world right now, they're generally, if you're gonna be wayward, they are not too concerned about your pace. In fact, they are actually using your pace against you in white ball cricket. Um, so if we could also take a look at it, West Indies would have won two T20 World Cups, right? Did we have someone as consistently as quick as Odean Smith in those teams? Or if we look at um other T20 World Cup champions, don't necessarily have someone who can consistently bowl 145, 146, 147. The most important thing in white ball cricket is control. Um, until he gets that right, until Odean can basically bowl to the field that the captain sets, I think he's going to struggle. Um, he basically burst onto the scene, with his pace and of course his explosive batting every now and then, as Davian would have mentioned, hit or miss, and that's literally what it is where he's concerned, hit or miss. Um,
And he's missing more often than not.
And he's missing more often than he's hitting, right? And that's how hit and miss normally work out. You normally tend to miss more than you hit. Um, I I I believe that he's too inconsistent a bowler for us to really be looking at him right now. He's young, he can learn. I would want to see him, go back, work on his consistency. Just probably drop the pace a couple kilometers right now and try to work on his consistency, work on getting those. Because if he's going to play for the West Indies, he's going to be important for us in the death overs. And if you're all over the shop down there, you are going to definitely go for over 10 runs because batsmen are looking to go at you at that point. So once you're offline, once you're off lane, you're gonna travel the distance. So that's something I would love to see him work on and just come back. I think he can actually make a comeback. The ability is there, but it's gonna take a lot of work for him.
The one thing we can argue in Odean Smith's favor is that he basically gets wickets in almost every game. His strike rate, very good. Yes, he's expensive. Yes, he's getting licks. But given that we've watched him in a lot of games, whether it's CPL, international, I think in CPL he's taking wickets in like 34 out of those 47 games. International, I think it's like 21 out of 27. So he's getting pretty much wickets in all of his matches. Given that we know he can be a genuine wicket taker, do you think it's a possibility that we can start adding Odean Smith as a traveling reserve just to have him there and have him working on his game?
I believe he should definitely be around the squad. He should definitely be there. He's certainly one of our most talented white ball cricketers going around. So I do think he should be around the setup. Um, of course, you don't want to have him. Our domestic cricket is the quality is not as high as we would probably want it to be. So to just leave him to recover in our domestic scene may not be good enough for him. So I do believe that we should carry him on tours, have him bowl in the nets, go at these top T20 batsmen that we have tried to perfect his craft. Of course, we know there's nothing greater than match practice, but once you're around the team setup, then that should be better for you as opposed to just being back here at home.
Definitely. Definitely. So we definitely wish to see some improvement from Odean Smith, and hopefully we'll see him back in West Indies jersey with a much better economy, as Ricardo has mentioned. So over to you now, Davey.